Welcome back to another video update of Zacks Momentum Trader Trading Service. Mike Vodicka is the editor of that service, and he joins us once again to let us know what's going on behind the curtain. As they say, a lot of volatility creeped into the market here over the recent past, since we spoke here at the old video ranch. So how's the portfolio faring in light of all that?
Yeah, we've definitely seen some interesting develops in the market, that's for sure. February or late February and early March, market started whipping around a little bit, and that was somewhat of a departure from what we had seen from the previous 6 months, where the market was just grinding higher, very smooth, very steady for an extended period of time. So it was kind of a departure from what we gotten used to. Yeah. But that kind of short-term volatility, it does make things a little more challenging for the portfolio, because some of these momentum stocks tend to get whipped around a little bit. These are stocks usually that are trading on their highs, so they tend to be a little bit more volatile in general. But that's also the reason why we use stops, and we communicate daily with our investors to let them know what's going on with our positions and what our outlook on the portfolio is. So, right now we've got, the portfolio is a little bit trimmed down, but we got some good stocks in there and things are looking good.
Well, let's talk about a couple of those stocks.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I was going to talk about two stocks. The first one I wanted to mention was the most recent addition to the portfolio, and we picked up a company called CSX Corp. It might be a familiar name to a number of people. It's kind of a high-profile rail shipper. Yeah. Company has a market cap of $28 billion, so it's fairly sizable. This is a Zacks #2 ranked stock also, so that's a good thing, something we always look for. And then the rail shippers are basically just a very general play on the strength of the economy. And in spite of some of the short-term volatility we've seen in the market and the uncertainty of the global economy, the domestic economy has definitely been improving for the last 18 months. And just recently, the Fed said that 12 of 15 economic regions domestically had expanded in February. So the economy is definitely looking pretty solid right now, and this is a play on that. Company has a pretty solid valuation, only trading at 15 times. We've seen some pretty decent movement in estimates recently. Current year is up 6% in just the last month. Next year estimates bullish. Analysts are looking for a 15% growth, so that's good too. And then we're seeing the strong fundamental profile show up on the chart. Shares have been trending along a really smooth trend line for the last about 6 months or so, and we actually just hit a new 52-week high at 76.60, and the stochastic below the chart says that shares are not overbought, so we're looking for more upside.
Cool.
And then the second stock that I wanted to touch on real quick was a company called Patterson-UTI Energy. This is an onshore drilling services company. So this is a way for investors to gain exposure to the bullish energy market. Okay. Energy services have less of a correlation to the underlying price of crude, so it'll be a little bit less volatile as crude kind of whips around a little bit. So that was kind of something that we liked about this stock here.
Yeah, that's good news.
This is a $4 billion company, so fairly sizable. It's a mid-capper. And also this is a Zacks #2 stock. And a couple of the things we've seen here that we liked about it is we've seen some really nice movement in estimates in just the last couple months. Current year is up 28% to $1.80. The next year estimate is projecting 13% growth, so there's some nice bullish growth projections there too. And then also, last part I'd like to talk about is, again, the chart is we've seen shares consolidating directly below the 52-week high at $27.95. So if we get a little updraft in the market here, we could be in good shape for a nice breakout on Patterson.
All right, so where do we go from here?
Moving forward, like I mentioned earlier in the segment, we have, I think it's 4 or 5 stocks in the portfolio right now. Like I said, things have been a little bit volatile. So we're kind of being a little bit more patient right now. We're waiting for a more definitive signal from the market, and then when we have a little bit more clarity, we're going to add some more picks to the portfolio and stay aggressive. So
all right,
keep doing our thing.
What would have to happen to give you that clarity?
Well, we're looking at a couple of key levels right now. The Dow has been kind of playing around with the 12,000 level. That's something we're definitely paying attention to. And then also we're looking at the Japan situation, and we're looking at the Middle East situation. So those are kind of our variables right now.
Okay, all right. Well, in the meantime, in between these video updates, you can, as Mike said earlier, take a look at those daily updates that come right to your inbox from Mike personally. You want to pay attention to those for the latest thinking that Mike has, not only on the market, but on the different stocks in the portfolio as well. Got a question for Mike? Get it into momentumtrader@zacks.com. He'll take a look at all of the questions that come in and respond to some, maybe even here in these video updates. With Mike, I'm Terry Ruffalo.